Dear chosen one, they're losing sleep over you. Those who doubted your calling, questioned your worth, and tried to dim your light. They're restless. Why? Because the spiritual atmosphere has shifted, and 2026 stands before us as the divine appointment many have been waiting for. Can you feel it? That stirring in your spirit, signaling something extraordinary is unfolding? The opposition isn't random, it's confirmation. When darkness intensifies its attack, it's because your light threatens its territory. God never promised the journey would be easy, but He guaranteed victory for those who remain faithful. The attacks formed against you, the whispers, the rejection, the closed doors they cannot ultimately succeed. The Creator who selected you before birth has already declared your triumph. Before we continue, take a moment right now to subscribe and activate notifications. This channel exists to equip you with spiritual wisdom for your journey, and I don't want you to miss a single message that could unlock your next level. Many watching right now have endured seasons of waiting, wondering if God had forgotten His promises. Take heart, the intensity of your battle reveals the magnitude of your blessing. The enemy doesn't waste resources fighting those who pose no threat. As you continue watching, I invite you to type "chosen" in the comments if you sense this message speaking directly to your spirit. This simple act of faith declares your readiness to step into this new season. Settle in and open your heart. What you're about to discover will transform how you view your struggles, strengthen your spiritual vision, and empower you to walk boldly into the extraordinary purpose God has designed specifically for you. Let's clarify what it truly means to be chosen. This isn't about superiority or entitlement, it's about divine assignment. Being chosen means you carry a purpose that extends beyond personal ambition, a heavenly mandate that only you can fulfill. When God selects you, He doesn't consult your resume of accomplishments or your list of failures. He sees the vessel He created, perfectly designed for a specific mission. Your unique blend of experiences, both triumphs and wounds, form the exact qualifications needed for your calling. Many watching know what it feels like to be misunderstood. You've shared your vision only to encounter blank stares. You've pursued your purpose only to face unexpected resistance. You've stood in faith only to be labeled as foolish. These moments aren't evidence you're moving in the wrong direction. They're confirmation that your path threatens established darkness. Your opposition isn't personal, it's prophetic. When people lose sleep over your advancement, it reveals their spiritual discernment. Something in their spirit recognizes the authentic authority you carry, even when their conscious mind rejects it. Consider Joseph, whose brothers plotted against him because they sensed his destiny before he fully walked in it. Consider David, whom Saul pursued relentlessly because the anointing was evident even before the crown. Your critics often serve as unwitting prophets, identifying the very gift they attempt to deny. In 2026, your identity as a chosen vessel becomes increasingly evident. The calling whispered in private prayer manifests in public power. The gifts cultivated in obscurity shine in opportunity. The character forged through trials becomes the foundation for authority. Right now, declare this truth: I am chosen not by human opinion, but by divine appointment. My purpose cannot be denied by those who don't understand it. My assignment remains secure regardless of opposition. 2026 isn't merely a date on the calendar. It represents a divine convergence of preparation and opportunity. For those attuned to spiritual rhythms, certain unmistakable signs indicate you've entered a breakthrough season. First, notice the intensification of opposition. Just as birth pangs increase before delivery, spiritual resistance often escalates before release. When obstacles multiply unexpectedly, recognize you're approaching something significant. The enemy doesn't fortify defenses around empty territory. Second, watch for supernatural connections. In breakthrough seasons, God orchestrates divine encounters that no human could arrange. People carrying pieces of your purpose begin crossing your path. Mentors, partners, and supporters appear with remarkable timing. Third, observe internal shifts preceding external changes. Before circumstances transform, your perception transforms. You'll notice increased clarity, unusual peace amid uncertainty, and deeper spiritual hunger. These internal adjustments prepare you to steward the coming blessing. Fourth, recognize accelerated development. Skills that once required extended effort suddenly flow naturally. Understanding that previously eluded you becomes clear. This acceleration indicates the season has changed. What once required years now manifests in moments. Finally, acknowledge increased spiritual authority. Your prayers carry greater weight. Your words hold deeper impact. Your presence affects atmospheres. This expanding influence confirms you're walking into appointed territory. Take a moment right now to reflect on these signs in your own life. Has opposition intensified? Have unexpected connections emerged? Is your inner world shifting? Are you experiencing acceleration? Has your spiritual authority increased? If so, prepare yourself. 2026 marks your entry into promised territory. As a chosen vessel stepping into divine appointment, understand this fundamental truth. Your battles aren't primarily against people, but against spiritual forces opposing your advancement. Every hindering circumstance, every discouraging word, every unexpected setback operates as a physical manifestation of spiritual resistance. This awareness transforms how you engage with challenges. Instead of becoming entangled in emotional reactions or personal vendettas, you recognize the true battleground. Your fight isn't against the coworker who undermines your efforts or the family member who belittles your calling. It's against the unseen forces attempting to delay your destiny. When you understand this reality, you deploy different weapons. Rather than countering offense with offense or meeting rejection with resentment, you activate your spiritual authority. You stand firm in your God-given identity. You declare truth over deception. You choose forgiveness over bitterness. You maintain peace amid provocation. The most potent strategy in spiritual warfare remains consistent focus on heavenly perspective. When earthly circumstances suggest defeat, heaven's reality confirms victory. When physical evidence indicates delay, spiritual discernment reveals advancement. When natural reasoning promotes fear, supernatural faith establishes confidence. In 2026, your capacity to maintain this heavenly perspective determines your effectiveness. Those consistently viewing circumstances through spiritual eyes experience breakthrough, while others remain entrenched in battle. Practical application strengthens this perspective. Start each morning by saturating your mind with truth rather than distraction. Guard your conversation, speaking life rather than amplifying negativity. Surround yourself with faith-filled companions who reinforce your vision rather than echo your doubts. Remember this: opposition doesn't indicate abandonment. It confirms appointment. The level of resistance often reveals the significance of your assignment. The enemy doesn't waste resources fighting insignificant threats. The intensity of your battle highlights the importance of your calling. If you're experiencing unusual opposition, hit the like button right now as a declaration. I recognize this resistance as confirmation of my calling. Divine dreams require divine partnership. While God plants purpose within you, manifestation requires your active cooperation with heavenly blueprints. This sacred collaboration transforms spiritual potential into tangible reality. The journey from revelation to manifestation follows consistent patterns. First comes divine inspiration, that unmistakable knowing deep within your spirit. Next comes focused preparation, developing necessary skills, character, and resources. Then comes patient alignment, positioning yourself at the intersection of readiness and opportunity. Finally comes faithful execution, taking bold action when heaven opens doors. Many believers miss manifestation moments because they neglect crucial elements of this process. Some chase inspiration without preparation, seeking new revelations while neglecting development of existing ones. Others perfect preparation, but resist alignment, insisting on predetermined timelines rather than divine timing. Still others achieve alignment but hesitate at execution, allowing fear to override faith when opportunity arrives. In 2026, those who harmonize all four elements, inspiration, preparation, alignment, and execution, experience unprecedented manifestation. Dreams dormant for decades suddenly spring to life. Visions that seemed impossibly distant become present reality. Promises long held in faith materialize in experience. Practical steps activate this manifestation process. Document divine inspirations, creating tangible reminders of heavenly downloads. Develop relevant skills, recognizing that faith without action remains incomplete. Discern seasonal shifts, remaining responsive to divine timing rather than rigid human scheduling. Deploy courage when opportunity emerges, understanding that manifestation moments require decisive action. Throughout this process, maintain proper perspective. You don't pursue dreams for personal glory, but for kingdom advancement. Every blessing flowing through you reaches toward others. Every door opening before you creates pathways for many. Every resource entrusted to you serves greater purpose than personal comfort. This perspective ensures sustainable success. Those manifesting dreams for selfish ambition often discover hollow achievement, while those pursuing purpose for kingdom impact experience enduring fulfillment. Even chosen vessels experience moments of uncertainty. Those moments don't disqualify you, they humanize you. The question isn't whether doubts arise, but how you respond when they appear. Fear and doubt function as faith's resistance training. Just as physical muscles develop through opposing force, spiritual strength grows through overcoming internal resistance. Each time you choose faith despite feeling fear, your spiritual capacity expands. Each time you act on truth despite doubting thoughts, your conviction deepens. Remember that fear whispers loudest when you approach significant thresholds. The intensity of internal resistance often indicates the importance of your next step. Breakthrough territories generate the strongest opposition. Practical strategies disarm these internal enemies. When fear projects catastrophic outcomes, counter with past testimonies of divine faithfulness. When doubt questions your qualifications, remember you stand qualified through divine selection rather than personal perfection. When uncertainty tempts you to delay action, take immediate small steps that build momentum toward complete obedience. The most powerful antidote to fear remains genuine connection with God. Anxiety cannot coexist with authentic divine communion. Fear dissolves in the presence of perfect love. Doubt dissipates in the light of absolute truth. In 2026, those establishing consistent communion experience remarkable freedom from fear. Their decisions flow from confidence rather than anxiety. Their actions spring from assurance rather than uncertainty. Their words carry authority rather than hesitation. Make this your daily declaration. I refuse to make decisions based on fear. I reject thought patterns rooted in doubt. I choose faith-filled action regardless of feelings. I stand secure in divine purpose beyond emotional fluctuation. Type fearless in the comments if you're committing to this mindset in 2026. Breakthrough seasons require breakthrough habits. While divine favor operates by grace, manifestation flows through consistent spiritual practices that position you for blessing. 5 foundational disciplines particularly empower chosen vessels in seasons of advancement. First, prioritize presence over presentation. Beyond structured religious activity, cultivate authentic communion with God. These intimate moments transform religious routine into living relationship, fueling everything else you do. Second, practice purposeful declaration. Speak truth before you see evidence. Declare promise despite contrary circumstances. Your words create pathways for manifestation, establishing in the natural what already exists in the spiritual. Third, engage in strategic intercession. Prayer isn't merely requesting personal blessing, but actively participating in divine purposes. Through focused intercession, you shape circumstances, dismantle obstacles, and establish protection around your assignment. Fourth, maintain wisdom partnerships. Surround yourself with those who reinforce your calling rather than those who reduce your vision. Divine connections protect you from unnecessary detours and propel you toward appointed destinations. Finally, demonstrate radical gratitude. Thankfulness creates spiritual momentum, shifting focus from what's missing to what's provided. This perspective attracts additional blessing while establishing contentment regardless of circumstances. These 5 practices, presence, declaration, intercession, partnership, and gratitude, create an environment where breakthrough thrives. Each discipline strengthens the others, establishing a sustainable foundation for lasting impact. Chosen One, 2026 marks your moment of divine convergence, when preparation meets purpose, when faithfulness encounters favor, when patience receives promise. While others lose sleep over your advancement, you gain strength through heavenly perspective. Remember this truth: opposition confirms appointment. The resistance you've encountered wasn't meant to stop you, but to strengthen you for the territory ahead. Every test developed necessary character. Every delay deepened essential roots. Every challenge cultivated crucial wisdom. Now stand fully in your chosen identity. Recognize the signs of your breakthrough season. Rise above opposition through spiritual perspective. Manifest dreams through divine partnership. Overcome fear through faith-filled action. Establish empowering daily disciplines. Before closing this video, take 3 specific actions. Subscribe if you haven't already, ensuring you receive every message for this significant season. Share this video with someone else needing this confirmation. Comment 2026 as your declaration of readiness for what God has prepared. The world isn't losing sleep over ordinary believers. They're restless because chosen ones are awakening to extraordinary purpose. Your time has come.